On the news tonight, Anambra State Government awards more road projects across the state. Anambra State Ministries, departments and agencies commence 2023 budget defense before State Assembly. President Buhari unveils redesigned Naira notes and jihadist groups kill at least 14 people in Burkina Faso. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Anambra State Executive Council has awarded more contracts to construct 2 new roads and reconstruct 3 dilapidated roads in the state. According to a release signed by the Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Wosu, the roads include Achina One Oboja Road with a total length of 7.80 kilometers and width of 7.3 meters and will be executed by IDC Construction Company Limited at a cost of over 4.950 billion naira and will be completed within 12 months from the date of mobilization. Ejike Abana has details.
The release said selected Isofia roads with total length of 9.842 kilometers with an average width of 7.3 meters were awarded to Stefanuti Stocks Hapel Limited at the cost of 5.310 billion naira and will be completed in 12 months. In addition, according to the release, reconstruction of Ifito-Ogware Road with a spur to Ifito-Ogware was awarded to New Idea Construction Limited at the cost of over 600.790 million and will be completed within 4 months from the mobilization date. It explained that Savinovo, Umuofo Bright Street, Mpwa, Umuhu, Ubahu-Ezike Road was split between 2 contractors for speedy completion of the construction work. According to the release, Rogel Nigeria Limited got 4.03 kilometers of the road, while Hamakop Consortium Limited got 4.26 kilometers, and the road has an average width of 7.3 meters. Rogel will complete its own part of the job in 6 months at the cost of 1.5 billion naira, while Hamakop will complete its own at the cost of over 1.719 billion naira to be completed in 4 months. The release said that ANSEC also revalidated the construction works on Nogwa Adazienu Akweze Road at the revised cost of over 2.9 billion naira awarded to Benajaf International Limited and is expected to be completed within 12 months. It said all the contractors will be paid 30% of the contract sum as material advance, backed by an advanced payment guarantee from a reputable bank with a branch in Anambra State. Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Anambra State government, ministries, agencies and departments have commenced the defense of the 2023 budget estimate before Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Finance and Appropriation in Oka. The exercise, coordinated by the House Committee on Finance and Appropriation and other committees of the House, is holding in the conference hall of the Legislative Complex. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim filed the report taken from here.
In his opening remarks, the chairman, House of Assembly Committee on Finance and Appropriation, Honorable Obinna Emenaka, explained that the meeting is a statutory requirement for the message of 2023 appropriation bill and will enable the Anambra State House of Assembly to synchronize the budget estimates of ministries and confirm whether what MDAS appropriated are actually the funds they required based on their previous performances. Honorable Emenaka further said the budget defense will help the House to allocate resources wisely, since a well-planned budget is of utmost importance to any government to ensure economic stability and growth.
The Governor of Anambra State presented this budget on 10th of November, which scaled through first and second reading. And presently today we're in consideration stage, and that is or scrutiny stage, that is the Committee on Finance and Appropriation. And your ministry is critical, and we just had 2 sections. What we expect from you is well detailed from the letter presented to your ministry.
While defending the 2023 budget estimate of the Office of Accountant General of Anambra State, the Accountant General of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwudi Okoli, revealed that the Soludo administration is working towards making Anambra State a livable and prosperous megacity through computerization of office of the Accountant General to facilitate easy communication with ministries, agencies and parastatals in line with international public sector accounting standard. The Accountant General told the committee that his office will also put in place payment model that will enable them have the register of contractors handling various government projects as for easy payment of money into government coffers from any part of the world.
This time around in 2023 budget, to get my office fully computerized. In the budget defense, I mentioned of e-payment module. It's a module that will enable you to effect payment whether you are outside this country or wherever. But this time around, it's your safe carrying hardware, records and what have you. It doesn't help us at this level.
Also at the budget defense, the key officials of the Ministries of Economic Planning, Budget and Finance appeared before the committee and defended their 2023 budget estimates.
Government of its promise to support the flood victims with farm inputs as the flood recedes, Anambra State Association of Town Unions (SATU) has donated truckloads of cassava stem cuttings to them. The association, led by its president, Barrister Titus Abudo, before now have doled out some incentives, both items and cash, to support the victims of the flood. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzokoye reports.
Distributing the cassava stem cuttings at Umuezanam for those in Anambra West and Unanda Glory for those in Anambra East, Barrister Abudo, represented by the first vice president of the association, Professor Charles Wadigwe, that with the inputs, the farmers can go back to farm and cultivate as the flood left them with no seedlings to restart the new farming season. He, however, encouraged them to be focused and move on as they will recover all the losses, adding that they will continue to look out for them in ensuring that they rebuild their livelihoods. Barrister Abudo encouraged the victims to present themselves for immunization and fumigation being carried out by the present administration in ensuring that they have healthy living and report any outbreak of sickness that might come due to the flood so as to seek medication, while appreciating Anambra State Association of Town Unions for its gesture. Chief Joseph Anibe of Umuoba Abebu Anam, on behalf of the beneficiaries, thanked the group for its responsiveness to the needs of the people at the grassroots, praying for God's blessings on the association and its members. Chief Anibe also enjoined other organizations to emulate Anambra State Association of Town Unions, saying that the farm inputs will go a long way, in ensuring food security. The President General of the affected communities were present during the ceremony. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
The Catholic Bishop of Oka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo, has visited the sick as part of activities lined up for the celebration of his 70th birthday anniversary. Bishop Ezokafo, who began the journey yesterday, visited male and female surgical wards at Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University Hospital, Amakoka, where he showered love, prayed, and offset bills of some patients who found it difficult to leave after accessing medical care. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzokoye reports.
Speaking shortly after seeing the patients one-on-one, Bishop Ezokafo commended the health workers who took care of the patients, reminding them that their work is a vocation as it is not easy to look after the sick, adding that their services required patience, commitment and love. He noted that God has been faithful to him by keeping him healthy to attain 70 years and 15th year of his episcopacy, encouraging the patients to be hopeful that with their medications and prayers they will be healed.
Celebrating 70 years of my existence here on earth. And for me, it's a very, very something to thank God for. And we are coming first here, the hospital. This is the first point of our activities within this week. And so I want to appeal to those of you who are here, looking at everything. The situation may seem hopeless. But we are where you should be at this point in time. Those who take care of you, give you medication, do all those things. So I want to appreciate the workers all. I know what it means. How people say,
Responding, the Chief Medical Director, Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakwoka, Dr. Joe Akabike, thanked Bishop Ezokafo for the bold step taken to care and show love to the sick, regretting that many spend so much money on burial ceremonies, forgetting about the living. He called on the affluent in the society to emulate the bishop's gesture by helping to offset the bills of the poor.
Well, wishing you a happy birthday and more strong, healthy, prosperous life. This our bishop's phenomenon has to be imbibed, and it has to go right into our hands. Let us care for the people who are sick, not burying them and getting masquerade and killing 100 cows. The little money that we use, we even save some of them to prevent them from dying.
Appreciating Bishop Ezokafo for offsetting their bills, Mrs. Damatu Ahmed from Adamawa State and a 19-year-old Dennis Obayi from Benue State with spinal cord injury thanked Bishop Ezokafo for his benevolence in ensuring they go home after the hospital treatment, praying God to bless him more on his birthday and beyond.
God bless my family. Thank you very much.
On behalf of my family, everybody around me, all the friends in this hospital, we appreciate our Lord Bishop. I wish him a happy birthday in Jesus' mighty name.
Bishop Ezokafo Lester presented them with gifts. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafo, has visited Faith Community Children's Home, Awka, owned and managed by the Anglican Diocese of Awka to extend love to the children as part of activities marking his 70th birthday anniversary. Again, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye takes us on the report.
Presenting them with bags of rice, cartons of noodles and biscuits, toiletries, cans of juice, tubers of yam, and many others. Most Reverend Ezokafo expressed happiness for visiting the home, noting that it is only the church can take passionate care of such people, reminding the workers that their work is more of vocation, urging them to be humane, committed, and show love to the children. Most Reverend Ezokafo extolled Most Reverend Dibezim for the relationship existing between them, adding that they are coming together to preach because of the souls entrusted in their hands. Bishop Ezokafo noted that any religion that is not anchored on preaching the love of Christ, peace, togetherness and oneness is leading people astray, and said his relationship with Anglican Diocese of Awka has always given desired results.
In terms of peace, love, and others in the church. I thank God for so many successes we have achieved when we are inside. So for all these things, to God be the glory.
Welcoming Bishop Ezokafo, Most Reverend Dibezim described the Catholic prelate as a worthy ambassador of Christ who has shown that leadership is by example, extolling the harmonious relationship existing between them because they are mindful of the fact that the church belongs to Christ.
And we thank you because you have shown that leadership is by example. Within this Awka, you can see that there is this harmonious relationship that exists. And it shows that the leadership of the church are mindful of the fact that this church belongs to Jesus Christ. God will add more years to your years. Amen. You will walk, and at the appropriate time to retire, none of your bones will be broken. Amen. and the mercy of God will continue to be with you. As you are a peaceful church father, peace will also follow you.
While appreciating Bishop Ezokafo for the gesture, the administrator of Faith Community Home, Mrs. Ifeyinwa Honora, thanked Most Reverend Ezokafo for the show of love, magnanimity and relationship, and promised to use the item presented to them judiciously.
A big welcome to our August visitors. We are really very, very grateful for this show of love, for this magnanimity, for this, in fact, it is mind-blowing, for you to remember us, to celebrate your birthday, your 70th birthday with us. Father, our dear Bishop, we remain ever grateful.
Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Still to come in the news, President Buhari unveils redesigned Naira notes. Jihadist groups kill at least 14 people in Burkina Faso. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra state economy and promotion of Koibo Valley. So let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news will return after the short break.
A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protect Breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protect Breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
You're welcome back to the rest of the news. President Muhammadu Buhari has officially unveiled the newly redesigned Naira denominations of 1,000 Naira, 500 Naira and 200 Naira introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The newly redesigned Naira launch preceded the weekly Federal Executive Council held inside the Council Chamber of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Fielding questions from newsmen after the event, CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele said the CBN is fully poised to make Nigeria a cashless economy. He added that the quantum of money that can be withdrawn from the counter will be drastically restricted, noting that anyone who wants to withdraw substantial cash would be tracked by security agencies to determine its use. Continuing, the Apex Bank governor insisted that the January 31st deadline for the exchange of old notes will not be extended, noting that there are over 1 million points in the country where people can deposit their old notes. Emefiele said the CBN must now regularly redesign currency after every 5 to 8 years as policy demands. On business news, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, is set to launch the revised capital market master plan that is expected to be the roadmap for the capital market in the next few years. This was as Securities and Exchange Commission has scheduled to hold the third quarter capital market committee meeting on November 24, 2022 in Lagos. The 10-year master plan launched in 2014 is being revised to reflect the dynamism of the market and developments in financial technology, among others. According to the Director General of the SEC, Lamido Yugudu, the revised Capital Market Master Plan 2015 to 2025 developed by the Commission in collaboration with stakeholders captures the challenges of the market in actualizing its role in driving national economic growth and, more importantly, providing the blueprint to harness these opportunities to better position it as engine of economic growth and development. At least 14 people died in 2 separate attacks by jihadist groups in Burkina Faso's north, including 8 civilian army auxiliaries, security and local sources said. One of the world's poorest countries, Burkina have been struggling with the jihadist offensive since 2015. Thousands of civilians and members of the security forces have died and around 2 million people have been displaced. Disgruntled army of officers have carried out 2 coups this year in a show of anger at failures to roll back the insurgency. The attack was confirmed by a local source. 6 civilians were separately killed near Mokoye, the security source added. The deterioration in the country's security situation has been used to justify the 2 coups this year. The first in January saw a military junta led by Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Santiago Damiba overthrew elected President Roch-Marc Christian Kabore. The second in September saw Captain Ibrahim Toure come to power as he and his supporters ousted Damiba. Toure has been appointed transitional president with the declared aim of taking back huge swaths of territory held by hoarders of terrorists. And from the world of sports, Lionel Messi said Argentina's shock lose to Saudi Arabia was a very heavy blow, but vowed the South American champions would bounce back from the defeat. Messi gave Argentina a 10th-minute lead for the penalty spot on Tuesday at the Lusail Stadium, but second-half goals from Salah Al-Shari and Salam Al-Dawsari helped the Saudis pull off one of the greatest shocks in World Cup history. It would have been so different but for 3 tight outside calls in the first half that went against Argentina, denying them 3 potential goals. In the second half, coach Lionel Scaloni's men failed to exploit the Saudis' high defensive line. Messi insisted that the team accepted the defeat and said the players were determined to put things right for the next game. Before we go tonight, remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Go on to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again tonight. Anambra State Government has awarded more road projects across the state. Anambra State ministries, departments and agencies have commenced 2023 budget defense before State Assembly. President Buhari has unveiled redesigned Naira notes. And finally, jihadist groups have killed at least 14 people in Burkina Faso. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's all on the news tonight. My name is Uchechukwu Ebenam. Thank you so much for staying with ABS. Good night.